Oh, good morning, Lisa, Jim, and Milo, and any workers you have working around your house this morning. Yeah, thank you for coming on. I can't tell you. All it takes is two or more, and there's the crystal consciousness in the midst of them. But I would have to think that whether there's zero, if there's just zero, there's the presence in the midst of that zero. So thank you, everybody. I have a very interesting I always say this, but I always have something that just gets me so excited to do these streams. And this one, I found a poem by Yogananda. This is a book called, this is really old, Songs of the Soul, one of his first books in the 2025 or something like that, that he wrote. Hello, Marty, we missed you a day or so, a couple times. Yeah, we notice things like that, Marty. We send you so much love, though. Don't worry about it. You're covered, girl. You got a whole tribe that love you, and there's no strings attached to it, Marty. It's free. It's free love. It's free love. So, Tara, welcome. Listen, I was just showing the group this book by Yogananda, first one he ever wrote in 1925. It's called Songs of the Soul. One of my favorites of all time. I would use this and when I was in the ashram, and I would pick out the poems that I liked and I made songs of them. If you really want to know how to have a teaching, one of your favorite teachings really stick to you and never forget them, certain quotes or certain ideas or and all those things, you highly suggest that you might consider making a little poem from it of your own, that is stirs your heart, or you make a song. And that's what I've done. This is this is called My Prisoner. But very interestingly, this morning is it's My Prisoner. So it's a poem, and I'll read it soon, or I'll sing it. I don't know. I haven't sung it in a while, but anyway, my prisoner in this case is Yogananda is taking God prisoner, and he locks him in a cell of silence behind closed bars of his undying love, things like that. That Yogananda was the stalker, all right, of God. Now, what came across my feed this morning was a poem he did in India of the same idea, but God was after him. He became the prisoner of God. Yeah, very interesting. So if you all don't mind, I would like to, which one should I start with? Let me start with the one that is the one that I had never read until this morning. And then I'll read the one that I made the song from, and it's in that Songs of the Soul book, and we'll mix and match. We'll just see what it's all about. So here's the one called His Prisoner. This is called His Prisoner. And then Yogananda's poetry, there's nothing, I know, poetry is so beautiful. They have a Shakespeare festival here in Ashland coming up where the whole summer they just devote to Shakespeare plays. Yeah. So, poetry, hey, let's put it this way. Anything that gets you out of your usual MO is really, really powerful. Let's just put it that way. Anything that can pull you out and put you in a heart space, in a heart love, like yesterday, it said that you are completely free when you choose your heart as the love factor in that moment. You're completely free. Yeah, did you catch that yesterday? Some of you may not have seen the replay either. But yeah, and if you are in the moment and you're in your heart, and that heart is totally fixed on the divine in a way that is unique to you and the beloved, it's no one needs to know. You are free. You are free in that moment, my dears. So here's the one from Yogananda about his prisoner, God's prisoner. Yogananda says, I dare not go where my beloved roams. I dare not go to where God roams. By the river of my love. I dare not, I dare not go where my beloved roams. Where does the beloved roam? By the river of my love, he says. For there I went to fetch, for by that river of love I went to fetch pure waters of devotion, sweet. I went there to fetch pure waters of devotion, sweet, to pour an offering at his feet, to pour an offering at his feet. But get a load of this. This is why I can't help but love Yogananda and always will. It's just that, we resonate with some things, God chooses really who our true teachers are, those avatars or great ones that will pull us out of this misery and this delusion that we're in. So for there I went to fetch pure waters of devotion sweet, to pour an offering at his feet. But his lotus fragrance, like a mystic potion, quite overpowered me. So he was after God in this poem to make God his prisoner. And he poured offering at his feet of devotion sweet. But what happened was, but God had a fragrance, a lotus fragrance, like a mystic potion that quite overpowered, let's say Yogananda in this case, quite overpowered me. And then Yogananda says, timid I was of the surrender it evoked, timid of the surrender that lotus fragrance evoked. I hide away from him. I hide away from him. Yogananda didn't want to give in. He didn't want to be. He thought he wanted to have God be his prisoner, and here it was that God was turned the chapter around and started to pull Yogananda into him. So timid of the surrender that it evoked when the Lord put his lotus fragrance like a mystic potion that overpowered Yogananda, timid of the surrender it evoked, I hide away, I hid away from him. Yet with him ever has my heart abided. Yet with him ever has my heart abided. The more I fled from him, my dears, this may apply to you. The more I fled from him, from God, the more my mind fled from him, the more my mind fed toward him. The more I ran from him, the more my mind fed toward him. Though my body with winged strides of senses and desires kept running from him. So Yogananda, he's a human too. His winged strides of senses and desires kept running from God, running from him. My soul ever remained his prisoner. Because, if you get to your bottom line, my dears, and you just look at your life in terms of one relationship, the one you have with God, and if you have a pure heart for that, if you're longing, if you're, I was going to say interest, but it's even deeper than interest. Your devotion is pure enough. Unbelievable what that does to your relationship with the divine. When it's just you and the divine, that's the bottom line for life. What is the purpose of life? I have something that says, what is it like to be human? Well, I don't know if we'll get to it today. But anyway, what is it like to have such a relationship that is just number one, top priority? It's your heart and the beloved. The heart and the beloved. Whether you make God your prisoner or God makes You, his prisoner. It doesn't matter really. All right. So here is Yogananda's poem that's in this book that I made a song of. It's called My Prisoner. My Prisoner. Long didst thou hide. So this is his poem, and then this is the music I put to it. Maybe I'll read it too, so you really get a gist of this poem. Long didst thou hide beneath the static of my restless thoughts. Long didst thou flee in the chambers of eerie ether. At last I hunted thee down in quiet desert dunes of my desirelessness, fastened with strong cords of devotion. Thou art my prisoner. I'll lock thee in the cell of silence, secure behind bars of my closed eyes. I'll lock thee in the cell of silence, secure behind bars of my closed eyes. Sorry, I don't remember quite the melody. Within the temple of my dreams, beloved captive, I'll hide thee in the bower of sweet caresses. Precious prisoner, I'll enshrine thee on the altar of my secret songs. Infinite personage, I'll cloister thee behind strong walls of my undying love. So he ends by saying, now I'll read it to you. Long, long didst thou hide, my beloved, beneath the static of my restless thoughts, and long didst thou flee away from me in the chambers of eerie ether. But at last I hunted thee down in quiet desert dunes of what? Of my desirelessness. Wow. Fastened with strong cords of devotion, thou art my prisoner. I'll lock thee in the cell of silence. Imagine locking God up in a cell of your silence. How's that? Secure behind my bars of my closed eyes and within the temple of my dreams, beloved captive. So he's got the captive now, God behind bars of his closed eyes, and within the temple of my dreams, beloved captive, I'll hide thee. How is he going to hide God? In the bower of sweet caresses. Is that sweet or what? Precious prisoner, I'll enshrine thee on the altar of my secret songs. This is why I'm saying, make a melody, my dears. I don't care if you think you're musical or not. Make a melody of a mantra, of something that really moves your heart and soul and your devotion. Make a little melody if at all possible. And sing it until you can never forget the meaning of those words. All right? Infinite personage, I'll cloister thee behind strong walls of my undying love. All right, so I thought that was quite an interesting way to start the morning. Tara, so welcome to see you. So happy to see you. I just had a minuscule meeting yesterday. It was just Kathleen. She was driving at that. But here you all are again, Ryan and Marty, Kathleen, Cammy. Yeah, hail, hail, the gang's all here. And why do we care? Because there's more love. More love is available to us. So let me read you then, and since we're in the mood of these poet people, there's another reading that I have that was quite fascinating to me, and you're going to hear about it right now. It's called Invoking the Divine Presence in Everyday Life. Invoking the divine presence in everyday life. And whoever wrote this is a poet. Is someone from in the town of Sintra, Portugal. It's invocation. It's called an invocation, Tara and Narayan. You'll love this. An invitation to the beloved without a name. So they don't put a name to the beloved. All right, but it's an invitation to the beloved. All right. And it gets, kind of like these poets that will, like even St. John of the Cross, use words that it seemed like he was in a physical relationship, but he wasn't. But he used words that just said, my darling and things like that. So this one kind of kind of moves in that direction at times, but just to give you the taste of what it's like to have a little melody, a little poetry in your life. How about a little poetry in your steps? Huh? Something that just triggers the mind in a way that isn't the usual mindset or whatever's going on in that mind of yours, right? Anything to get out of the mind. Anything is better than being in the mind, right? Unless that mind is completely devoted on the beloved, then use that mind totally, of course. Use that mind. As Yogananda said, you'll never find the love of God until you master your mind. You'll never find the love of God, Yogananda said, until you master your mind and offer it to Him. God wants your love, and your love can be given through your mind. It's a love mind then, a mind that loves. That works perfectly too, my dears. So don't think the mind is bad, but use it. Use it to love, right? Master your mind. Have the right thoughts. Have the right devotion in your mind. And then you can offer it to God. Then you're going to find His love. All right. So this person goes on to say to this beloved without a name, you are the curve. You are the curve that never ends. You're the curve that never ends. The horizon that retreats as I draw near. The veil that closed me and leaves me bare. The breast where I rest as a child, and the lips where I lose myself as a lover. When I believe I have abandoned you, I discover that I have only wandered deeper into your embrace. Isn't that beautiful? When I believe I have abandoned you, Lord, I discover that I have only wandered deeper into your embrace. What? And when I run from you, you are the invisible gravity drawing me home. When I run, there's this magical gravity of God's love just pulling you back home, my dears, into His arms or into her arms. Isn't that beautiful? You're running away, right? Because as Yogananda said in that other one, he was too timid to surrender, so he hide away. But then this God released this fragrance and stopped him in his tracks and overwhelmed him. So this is similar. When I believe I have abandoned you, I discover that I have only wandered deeper into your embrace. Isn't that beautiful? And when I run, you are the invisible gravity drawing me home. I love that imagery. You're running, and yet pulled back into God's arms, going back the way you came from. You are the priestess lighting incense in the temple. You are the priestess, my dears, or the priest lighting incense in the temple. You are the wild one, naked beneath the stars, biting gently at the skin of my soul. You are the wild one, naked beneath the stars, biting gently at the skin of my soul. You are the ancient sage and the newborn child. You are the father, the mother, So whoever this God beloved is going to be all these things. This is why he has no name. There's no name to she or he puts to who she's offering this love poem to. But she's saying to God, you are the wild one, naked beneath the stars, biting gently at the skin of my soul. You are the ancient sage, he's saying to God, and the newborn child. You are the father, you're the mother, you're the daughter, you're the son, you're the lover, you're the beloved. You are every face and the mystery behind every face. So there's not going to be any room, my dears Tara, Narayan, Marty, Lisa, and Jim, and Kathleen, and Cami. There won't be any room for anything but the beloved after we're done this morning. Excuse me. Right? There's not going to be any room for anything else. We're just in a love affair that is locked on. My dears, do you know that there's a point of no return in your spiritual quest, in your spiritual life? There's a point of no return, and you have made there's no way you can turn back now. You can't do that. And if you run, the gravity of God's love is going to pull you right into his arms. So I think we can surrender, don't you? They have called you God. First, you are every face and the mystery behind every face. They have called you God. They have called you spirit. They have called you love. They have called you consciousness. They have called you the field. They have called you the source. But every name breaks apart because it reaches what you are. Every name breaks apart because it reaches what you already are. For you are the name before all names, the silence before the first sound, the presence before every form, the remembrance that existed before time. And this, I mean, there's something within me that knows you. Let that one sink into your heart, Marty, and Ryan and Tara and Kathleen and Cami, Lisa, Jim. There is something within me that knows you. I'll say that we can all say that. Something older than memory, something older than memory, older than language, older than belief, as if my soul remembers what my mind can never explain. That's why Yogananda says, cloister your mind in your heart, because the mind's going to want to go through some logic probably and some reasoning that calculates versus, as he says, as if my soul remembers what my mind can never explain. So the mind can't explain this stuff, but the heart can feel it. The heart feels it. That's why you are free the moment that you go choose your heart space, my dears. And that heart turns to one thing, that beloved that we're talking about big time this morning, right? Making him a prisoner of you or you a prisoner of him or her. As if every human longing, so my soul remembers what my mind can never explain, as if every human longing were only an echo. So your longings for this, your desires for that, only an echo of a deeper longing, Lord, for you. You know, it's really true. You know, like even the darkest person that does horrible things, they do it. They don't do it. To them, they have some reason that still works for them, some longing for that, whatever that is, right? So there's some power in deeper in longing. and longing for God. So then he says, come, come, lie beside me without a body. Lie beside me without a body. Boy, Hafiz and Rumi talk a lot about that. They would say, let prayer become your beautiful lover. Let prayer become your beautiful lover. Let the prayer. You don't need a body. You don't need it. You just need the love, my dears. So lie beside me without a body. Touch me with the flame that does not burn. We had that the other day, right? Oh, holy, holy fire of God, burn in me until only love remains. Remember that? Remember that stream that we had? This says, touch me with the flame that does not burn. Intoxicate me with the wine that needs no cup. Pour me the wisdom wine. Lisa, remember that's your favorite poem, one of the four. Pour me the wisdom wine by which I become intoxicated with you. It's one of your favorites, Lisa. Yeah. See, this is how you remember things like that. I'm talking because Lisa had read Songs of the Soul, and there's a poem in there that talks about to get intoxicated with the wine of God's presence. And this says, intoxicate me with the wine that needs no cup. Dissolve, Lord, the borders I have drawn. Dissolve them. I don't need borders. I don't need to stay in the box. I don't need to have anything that is what is the old me. I don't need it no more. Undo the names I have collected. Undo the names I have collected. And take from me the illusion of separation. Take from me the illusion that I'm separate from you, beloved, when I can't get away from your gravity ever. No way. No way. You're pulling me in like you're a divine fisherman. And you let loose, you let me play a little bit and do some things, out in the wild waves or whatever. But you always are just then come pulling me back, pulling me back. So let me recognize you. Okay, take from me the illusion of separation. Don't need it. Let me stop searching for you. Let me stop searching for you. What do you think he means by that, Kathleen? Let me stop searching for you as though you were elsewhere. Right? Right? Come on, everybody. Let me stop searching for you as though you were elsewhere. Let me recognize you as the life already breathing in me, through me. Let me recognize you as the life already breathing through me. I want to loose my name. I want to lose my name upon your lips. I want to lose my name upon your lips, Divine Mother. I want to surrender every mass. Yeah, this is so good, I think. Maybe I'm just bonkers. Of course I am. I want to die to what I imagine myself to be. So that I may awaken to what has always been. I want to die to what I imagine myself to be, so that I may awaken to what has already been. Wouldn't that be sweet? I want to vanish, oh Spirit. Didn't say it. I'm saying these words now, and this one is inviting us to not have a name. Anyway, I want to vanish in your invisible embrace until only your presence remains. That's like the old Father. Yeah, breathe in me the way to love thee, that I may flawlessly love you perfectly. There she goes. Breathe in me the way to love thee, that I may perfectly love you. Yeah. Pour me the wisdom wine by which I become intoxicated with you. Thanks for bringing that poem up, Lisa. Amazing. You know much more than you think you know. The thinking that you know, we don't need anymore. But all those beautiful spiritual things that have just gone into your brain and has rewired your brain into its divine brain, yeah, you can use that part. I want to lose my name upon your lips. I want to surrender every mask. I want to die to what I imagine myself to be so that I may awaken to what has always been. I want to vanish in your invisible embrace until your presence remains breathing through me. That's it. For you, for you are the wound and the healing. You are the question and the answer. You are the emptiness and the fullness, the seeker and the sought, the mirror and the reflection. Oh, beloved without a face, beloved without boundaries, mystery beyond definition, presence beyond form, hide no longer. Or teach me to see that you were never hidden. Or teach me to see that you were never hidden, that you are always here, and you are always here in the beating of my heart, in the warmth of sunlight upon skin, in the silence between two words, in the eyes of those I love, in the grief that transforms me, in the gratitude that rises for no reason, the gratitude that rises for no reason, in the unbearable beauty of simply being alive. Wow, I had no idea was so good. I just saved it until the right time. The day's the right time. In the gratitude that rises for no reason, in the unbearable beauty of simply being alive, reveal yourself. Reveal yourself, Yogananda used to say. Or reveal the blindness that keeps me from seeing. Let me be dust upon your path, a flame within your night, an echo within your silence, a drop within your ocean, a breath within your infinity. And when every name falls away with every certainty, when every certainty dissolves, when every boundary disappears, may only this remain: wonder, love, recognition, and the impossible joy of discovering that we were never separate. All right. Well, we said a lot of words, but oh my God, I needed to hear those. You know, I need this, I think, 10 times 20 million more than you guys. But God, no, God needs this. He's seeking us. What did Yogananda said? That God is seeking us more than we're seeking him? Yeah, that's what I mean right now. Inhale the breath, chant Om. Om. Let's go again, my dears. No need to think about anything, really. Yeah, save it up. Save it up so you be in that present moment of love. Yeah, nothing can touch you. You are absolutely, completely free when you choose to be in love. Oh, awesome. Glasses. God glasses. Thanks for the God glasses. God, thank you for helping me to see and to feel love and to care and to care, my dears. You know, next time you're going to start looking at people, and for no reason, you're going to start tearing up because you're going to take a moment to walk in their moccasins and go, oh my God, right? You're going to start to really feel some compassion, just coming right up for all of us, for all of us. So we care and we share. So thank you for, I'm sure, touching a lot of lives in your life. My dears, thank you for just being who you are. It's beautiful. Remember, you don't have to do anything. Just be in the heart of the beloved and be in the heart of love. Okay? Which you are all doing for sure. Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you. Tricia and I are going to go get her car. It was getting fixed in Medford. Medford is a little town just 20 minutes from here. And we can jump right on the freeway and go to Medford town. They have Costco, they have Target, and all this kind of stuff if you need those things. Anyway, I don't want to jump off the tracks here. All right, my loves. Thank you. Thank you. Did you enjoy it? Was that kind of a trippy morning or not? Right? Very trippy. Some of you are poets and you don't know it. All right. Love, 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 love. Till my daddy takes the T-bird away. All right. All right. See you all. Thank you for letting me laugh. All right. Thank you. You good, Tara? All right. Perfect. Kisses. Toodles with oodles of love, my dears. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a glorious day. I know you will.